comes the news with a twist and a grin. Steve and Alan diving in again.
Britain is in the grip of a vomiting epidemic. You'll find nauseating TV adverts.
He'll hit your brain like a lightning spark. Steve and Alan
on slavery in their lives,
daily.
investigating them to
Laughs and facts
maybe I don't.
served out
Listen to it further.
plainly.
You look at your face,
Your
like, what are
dose
you
of
going to do with that,
wit
Steve?
is
Not a lot.
never shady. Steve and Alan almost daily.
Hello and welcome to Stephen Allen Almost Daily. I'm Stephen Allen. It's a day. What more do you possibly want? Welcome along. Are we on? I think this thing's on. Me casters are pointed the wrong way. Well, chairs on wheels make all very good sense until you realise they put them on the casters. Well, hello and welcome to a Friday live and loose. Welcome to Friday Live and Loose with me, Steve and Alan. Because Friday's show is live, like all the others, and it's loose, like all the others. Okay, so branding might not be my strong point, but I'll tell you what also isn't my strong point, getting around to doing the news today, because anyone who's watching the other shows previously, you'll realise today was not an inset day, they call them an occasional day in the school that my little lad goes to. It's a preschooly thing. He's in reception next year. I don't even know what that is. We didn't have reception in my day. We did. It was, with an aerial. Back in my day, proper analogue reception. Because I'm northern, and I'm probably going to play that up a lot more in Burnham's Britain. But, well, that was a loose opener. Hey, Ems, how about it? We'll talk about the chat in a second, but how about it dare you? Just because I don't have the shorts on today, then you could see that. Yes, I forgot what I'm saying. Oh, yeah, no, my lad was, it's not an inset day. Monday is an inset day. Friday is an occasional day. What is it, a flipping table? You just don't like working, do you? You're not allowed to say that teachers don't work. Obviously, I mean, good God. That's the go-to joke. It's the trope, isn't it, about teachers, they don't work very long, loads of hours, the short hours every day, not many days through the entire year. And normally that's like a go-to joke you can do, unless your kids are in a school. If they find out I do those jokes, oh, it'd ruin those kids, wouldn't it? So, no, they work very hard. It's the hardest job in the world. But it does mean that my lad wasn't in today. So, daughter goes to a nursery. The nursery will look after the lad because he's only 4. This is the right age group for it. It's what he does in the afternoons. And they said, do you want to go in? I said, no. I want to spend some time with my son. I want to spend some time with my boy. Because that's how you have to talk as well when you've got kids. And man alive, I knew it was going to be like this. I said to him, we can do this. We call them Cool Dude Coffee Mornings, where me and him, we go to a coffee shop around here, and it's mainly the playing in the park near the coffee shop, but, we switch focus to make it look cool. And every time we've done them, he has a breakdown afterwards because he doesn't want to end them. And I said, look, I got a lot to do on Friday. I've got an internet show. There are 3 people watching. I can't be late for that. There are 3. Do you know how many through is? And of course he doesn't know how many 3 is. It's a terrible school. Shh. So I said, I can't be late for that. So we can do the Cool Dude Coffee Morning as long as you go into that nursery for the second part of the day. No problems. Like a rat up a drain pipe, I said to him. He's got no reference for that. And no. So it's difficult to get it done. Anyway, so I had to eventually lob him in there, shut the door, run. And I'm here. Welcome along if you'd like to get involved in today's Friday's Live and Loose.
Friday, Live and Loose.
We got a comment section going. It's the hottest deal. If you want to go to, you're at youtube.com/@Mr. Stephen Allen. Joodles was first up saying, well done for making it. Thank you. I just threw my kid through a door and shut it. Well, that was a loose opener, says Ems, commenting on the lack of structural integrity of my chocolate pocket. Well, that's a rum deal coming from you, you prison phone smuggler. And I've seen what the new phones are like. You could sit on a toilet roll like one of those knitted doily things. Good afternoon, Sir Steve, says Seb. How have you been? Hope you've had a good week. I don't know. That's a very good question. Do you know what? Thank you for that. That might be a new feature. On the Friday show, we should probably answer, have I had a good week? It's a feature that would, yeah. All right. No, I'll think of that before the end of the show. And Ems says, show him a picture of Sid and give him some blue roll. I don't want him to turn out like me. If there is one goal I've got for my kids, no, not this is not an example. It's not exemplar. Listen to my wisdom. Don't end up like this. And then what else we've got going on? There's the chats. If you want to say that you're here, just give us a shout in the chats. It's a Friday. Oh yeah, did you notice in the intro, by the way? Last night I was messing. Look, little Steve. Little Steve's not there, but I tell you who is there. It's only flipping Colin, because you couldn't see him before. So we've got Colin cam. We can, in fact, I can zoom in on Colin. You see what I mean about live and loose? You can zoom in on Colin cam if you want. Ooh, am I too loud, by the way? That was very loud, wasn't it? It's Colin cam, which also can turn into Steve cam. I mean, this is what you pay for. This is the technology. Hi. How you doing? Hi, Colin. Colin's just going to sit there doing that, if you don't mind. He'll be turning up in the background of that shot whenever we do. Where is it? There it is. There's little Colin. By the way, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe for all that is holy. Where do we get to? Colon cam, says Proper Memes. I'm not cramming this up there. This is the thing. This is the one. This is the... I'm not Ems. I do apologise. You're just good people going about your day, and you now got an internet reputation as being someone with a capacious rectum. I'll give you a pause to type Capacious Rectum were a great metal band in the 80s. It's not Rush. It's not Rush because today is, after all, Friday Live and Loose.
Live and Loose.
I've realised I store all of these jingles on the mechanical hard drive part of this machine because it's got the big storage. I should have them all on an SSD. What am I doing? Why am I wasting your time? Live Van Halen said, hot for teacher. It was original cover by Capacious Rectum, I believe. I'm cooling off in Home Bargains. You're a man after my own heart, Kermit. That's exactly basking in their AC. 20 degrees, by the way, in the shed. The rest of the house is pretty hot. The cleaner should be turning up. She's not turned up yet. I'll let you know when the cleaner gets in. And what's going to bother me today is I've been moving the portable aircon unit round to try and, because they're little kids, they can't regulate the heat. So I've been trying to keep their bedroom really cool for when they're asleep. It was stifling this morning. Oh, stifling. So I've been moving it around, trying to cool all the rooms, keeping the doors shut to lock in the cold. I'm aware that you don't lock in cold, you prevent heat. I get it. I did thermodynamics at uni. Leave me alone. Why you got to pick on me all the time? And she's just going to leave all the flipping doors open, isn't she? Spent all of that time teaching her how to open one door, the front one, and she's going to absolutely wreck the joint by opening the rest. Port Joodle says, poor Em's getting a proper battering, and we're only 6 minutes in. No, she knows better than to get a battering. Take it slowly. And that is how you nickel your supplies from Home Bargains, or wherever she nicks them from. Capacious Rectum, says Proper Memes, a great metal band in the 1980s. Hey, it deserves one. It's fine, says Ems. My internet reputation is still better than my real world one. I'd love to know. Ems Battering, says Proper Memes. Great metal band in there. Chris is here. Chris, the cleaner. Do they have a capacious rectum? Do you know what? I don't think it's legal to ask someone, as you're hiring them as a cleaner, about their rectal capacity. And I would Google it, but I have the feeling it would taint my search history. So we'll just leave it there. Proper Meme says, lost my honour, but my reputation grew. Yes. Alan says, hi, Steve, how are you? Who's betting that with that camera, no one wants to watch Keir Starmer's sex tape? Well, we know where he lived. We can pop around there. Where's he gone? Where is it? Hey, this is why you pay extra for this show. Parking. Christ. Hang on. Why does she need to park? No wonder she got such a big car, the capacity of her rectum. Yes, done. Got it. Ticked it off. Oh, I've got some new followers on Substack. Thank you. And, nice. You're not here to watch someone on the phone. If you want to watch someone on their phone, just look at everyone else in the world. Me, I'm here to get down to business. Oh, that was a louder clap than I expected. What do you think she does with all those bags for life? Oh, like and subscribe. So, what do you mean? What do you actually mean? There are now too many cameras involved, including this one, and also, the keyboard's not plugged in today. But if it were plugged in, you'd see it down there. What do you mean too many cameras? I've got my shorts on again. Sorry, I should have blue rolled. Did you get a flash? Now I could have played flash dunk dunk. All right, we're turning the keyboard on. We'll get that booted up. It's live and loose. We're allowed to do this today. It's fine. Should we start with some of the front pages? Well, that's... shall we? Front pages! We start today with the front page. I've not read these because the lad was... I think I've explained that story enough. Heatwave. Has it been a heatwave? Heatwave UK 50-year record broken again. Doesn't that mean it was a one-day-old record? Do you know what Listen, my expertise here is only watching record breakers quite a lot when I was young. Met Office forecast 37 degrees today. I'll tell you what we've got, by the way. This aircon unit. I've been messing with the instruction manual. It tells me the outside temperature if I want it. Let's have a look. Zoom in. This shed is 20 degrees. Outside 33. June heat record for England eclipsed again as temperature hits 36.7 in Somerset. Extreme... So where's the one before it? What was the temperature 1 day ago? Because if that were less than 36.7 degrees in Somerset, and you know me, I don't know the difference between Somerset and Cornwall, Devon... What was the other one? In Dorset, wouldn't recommend it. Yeah. Red alert, Europe, heat wave continues. Well, it's been hot. If you've not noticed that by now, good luck to you. Congratulations. It has been quite hot. More on that story later. I quite like, though, that it's broken the record from 77, because that was the club with which we were beaten. Growing up, so I was born after 1977. And whenever you said to anyone older than you, well, not anyone, most people older than you, hot summer, oh, you don't know you were born. You should have been. I remember 1977. Oh, it's blimey. We melted. I had 3 kids before that. Now just 1. Now I had a puddle of 3 kids. They all melted. They formed a plasma where the electrons and nuclei are separated. That's how hot it was in 1966, 76. 66 is the football, 76 was the weather. That's the two things. That and the war. The 2 wars. They had the 2 wars, the 1 football, and the 1 weather record. And by God, they melted. And then a couple of years ago, the 76 record was broken. And then they said, nah, in 1976, it was different. It was long. It was many days. One day, it was 15 years of heat in 1976. In that weekend, it was 15 years of heat. It dragged. We had to change clocks. And now that temperature's been broken again, and they're just still clinging to it. It is okay for that weather to be... It's okay for us to know what hot temperature is now. If anything, I seem to remember people saying that 1976 was a dry heat. And that's preferential, isn't it? This one, I don't know the individual classifications for the categories of weather, but I think the one we've had has been a gusset ruiner, which was my username on various Usenet groups. Should we see what's happening? Well, I'm going to drink myself. Cleaner who doesn't do her own parking. She's got Parkinson's. I think it's law to have a keyboard on Fridays. I think you're thinking of Fish, but no, I agree with you. Well, if I could play a song by Fish from Marillion, what a flipping overlap that'd be. Hang on, I got to load in the MIDI profile. It's all right for you. You can sit there. I got a MIDI profile to load in here. Do need to get my legs out of the shot, though, don't I? Oh, by the way, today's show can't go on past 1 because I managed to get a Talk TV thing. 1976 was a dry heave. Oh. Indiana Jones and the Last Rectum, says Chris. That's probably the adult version. You know, they went through that phase. Even Blockbusters used to stock these. I remember when I lived in Finchley, there was a massive Blockbusters. Not there anymore. I mean, that's a surprise, isn't it? And I'd... what's the story? So I keep half reading this. Sorry. Chris says rectum blew them clean off. Because it's not that much different to the I Hardly Knew, is it? But it does so much extra heavy lifting. It's only 21 today in Cornwall, said Proper Memes. Temp dropper overnight after a thunderstorm. Oh, I do love a good thunder. A little sip there. Means she's quicker at dusting, though. Is that how you dust, Ems? Wow. Wow. That's where you keep your Mr. Muscle. That's wrong, isn't it? Rectum of the Mac. Rectum of the Mac. Here it is. Wasn't in C. Brian Blessed was Flash Gordon. And Talking Pictures TV reruns his episodes of Z Cars on The Biggest Shock. Flash. Oh. The Italian rectum. Yes, you're only supposed to blow the bloody cheeks off. You are only supposed to blow the bloody cheeks off. I can't do it. The imagine the minis driving straight up there. We nearly got struck by lightning today, says Ems. I wasn't sure if it was that or a drug den exploding. Cleaner, I barely knew her. That's what we used to. Thank you. I've got a burp trapped in there. That's going to ruin the show. Also in the front pages. What do you mean this show's barely held together today? A palace not fit for a king. I think they've got some other headlines on this one as well. The king will never live at the palace. That's not the palace, is it? The buck stops here. So the story is the palace is not fit for a king. I've not read it. There's no words on that story. Here we go. The official residence will function as Monarchy HQ. Royal accounts show sovereign paid £30 million in tax. I don't care about that. I want the stuff that makes him look bad. They're not going to live in Buckingham Palace. And can I just pause for a second and point you to the title of today's show? And in it, I said in the title, I said in the title, Palace Relegated. It's the closest thing I've ever done to a football. You've Ems and Jude, you've changed me. Is it for the better? I don't know.
World Cup 2026. Soccer? I hardly knew her.
Oh, I thought it was Bernie. Because Palace, now I'm aware of this, there's a football team that has Palace in their name, and if you change the status of something, that can be seen as a relegation, but also I believe relegation is a term used in football. So, hang on. You're welcome. Other than that, I don't really care about this story. So he's not living there anymore. Yeah, well, you've got about 15 other castles. It's not even like if I couldn't live in this place, I had to live in the shed bit. I would also think, well, it could be worse. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't expect sympathy if I had to sleep in here. I have a blow-up mattress in here. Of course I do. I'm over-prepared. I'm effectively a prepper, but for nerdy reasons rather than conspiratorial reasons. Plus, I've got that other flat. So I really can't complain about my situation. But if I had a plethora of palaces and castles, I'd rein me fat neck in. Yeah. Roads closed to help traffic avoid dead deer. Oh, dear. That's because they not move the deer. I'm not an expert in these things. I would have thought it's easier to move a dead deer. Move a dead deer. Dink-a-dink-a-dink-a-dink-dink-a-dink. Actually, I don't have my earpiece. I wonder why. Dink-a-dink-dink-ding. Move a dead deer. Dink-a-dink-a-dink-a-dink-a-dink. 160-foot stretch of A road. Oh, no, I was right the first time. Was closed because of a dead deer on the side of the carriageway. Council workers in charge of the removal of the dead deer had been sent home. That's why you can't move a dead deer in a heat wave. Close the road instead. That makes more sense in flipping Starmer's Britain. Hang on. Yep, still Starmer's Britain. Move a dead deer. Move a dead deer. Didn't write any of the words for this. Car reading at 34.5. I think that's this week's record. Wow. If you're in a 30 zone, you are going too fast. Sorry, I should bring up the chat that we're talking about. This is Kermit, who's doing 34.5 miles an hour. All right, Billy Big Balls. You'll be buying a full strip soon, says Jules. How much does it cost for a full strip? I'll have a look. How long does it last as well? Is it? I didn't realise that was available. I thought it was just the football. Steve's new Kofi is to buy back Buck Palace. Yeah. Fish was let off the hook by Marillion. Even that's good enough. That's good enough there. That's beautiful. That deserves one of these. He'll be a full kicker any day. Well, I mean, if you've paid for the full strip, it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? Are you just meant to watch? Well, I'm not understanding what you people do at football. I stopped short of saying that exact thing, Ems. PMs said, no, Jules says to PM, can we have an AI Steve John Terry, please? How many people are on this show? This is just an array of first names. Its eyes are missing. What? No, it looks fine. With better spelling, I do hope. John Travolta was in Greece. Sadly, hit by Grease lightning. Go, 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 go. Grease lightning, you're burning up the quarter mile. Grease lightning, go, grease lightning. Go, grease lightning, you're driving through the hip lap trial. I get the money, I know I get the money. You are supreme, the chicks will cream for grease lightning. Go, 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 go. Is that loud enough? What are we doing? It's meant to be a show. Oh, road closed due to a dead deer. Ah, dear. Britain risks losing senior role in NATO. Obama. I've not read any of these, obviously. Marriage, a mixed bag for Michelle. You've got to be careful there. Don't use the word bag in a sentence about your wife, because be very careful. Especially with the way that he pauses. Married. Bit of a bag. For her. Doesn't sound like him. Barack Obama said his marriage to Michelle has not been an equal partnership, which is a shame. I thought they would be because they both have penises. No, wait a minute. I'm thinking of the French one. Speaking to People magazine, the couple spoke of the highs and lows of their relationship following divorce rumors. I don't know if it's been an equal partnership, Mr. the former president said. I'm not quite sure we had an equal partnership. I might have focused on my job as the leader of the free world. If he didn't say it like that in the interview, he's got a level of stoicism that I can only aim for. If he wasn't dropping that shade, has it been an equal relationship? Maybe I focused a bit much being president, but yeah, sure, maybe it's not been equal. Hang on. Bloody hello. Did that lightning come from Greece? Oh, I see. Of course, you nearly struck my lightning. The something, I need a conductor. Music. Need to do new lyrics to Grease Lightning. Reeves firing. Oh, God. Go, Reeves firing. You've ruined our economy. We've got no money. We've got no money. We sure got no money. Go, Reeves firing. Doesn't rhyme with national insurance. What did I just say? I've got no money. I can't afford a cup of tea. You are... I don't know. Put a minus 7th in. Big Mike has her own podcast dedicated to slagging off Barack. Oh, what is she? Feels like today would be a good day for Popsicle's debut. You'd enjoy the first 10 seconds of it, wouldn't you? If you try to smuggle in some popsicles, you'd get 3 to 4 seconds of relief, 10 seconds of, oh well, and then, imagine the bottom version of brain freeze. Don't do that. That's hellish, isn't it? If I can pay the rent, but in Buckingham Palace, the parking will be cleared. And a lot of spring cleaning. Do you know what? That's true. If you could hire Buckingham Palace, but use the ground for parking and charge, but you could pay for itself. Why is my aircon turned off? What's happened? It says it's reached the temperature. I don't give two flips about that. Let's aim lower. I think this is. Okay, that's loads funnier than I meant. Did you not mean drain freeze? Says proper me. Yeah, it's bad enough going, brain freeze. You don't want to go, drain freeze. Don't clip that. All right, we're up to date. I was worried that we didn't have any content for today's show. I ain't going to get through the front pages, am I? It's a bit bigger than I thought. How to keep your home cool? Well, it's a bit late now, the times. Summer's best outdoor art. What's this? A wealth tax won't work, advisors tell Burnham. Interesting. Well, let's find out. We didn't even get to talk about this, did we? Partly it was my holiday, partly it's about ISAs. And if ever you're looking through what should we chat on my so-called comedy show today, near the top of the list is never ISAs. But the government have changed it so that you can only invest in a cash ISA 12 grand rather than 20 grand per year, per tax year. And I find that appalling. And I know what you're thinking. Why do you want me to give you money on Ko-fi.com/Mr. Stephen Allen, Steve, if your biggest worry in life is not being able to squirrel away 20 grand? No. I can't. But I like the days when I couldn't put 20 grand in because I couldn't afford it. Not because some Rachel Reeves tells me I can't. Go Reeves firing. It's time to get off my ISA. Get off my ISA. Get off my ISA. Go Reeves firing. Picking some tricky ones to rhyme with, aren't I? Something nicer. Steve laughing in the face of Ed Miliband, says Ems. Terrifying. I met him once. Have I told you that story? Yeah, so they're messing. Another one argument is you stop people being able to invest in cash ISAs because the money just sits there. You want it moving in the economy. It does move in the. I don't know why I covered the wrong side of my face. I've done it again. You try. It's harder than it looks because it's like a mirror image. Look. It's harder than it looks. No, that was the wrong thing. The money is in the economy. What happens is the banks use it and lend it to people. But, areas. What you're dealing with is they then think this will make people use investment ISAs instead. Fair enough, get money into invested. That might help productivity, but then they've added tax to ISAs. Because the whole point of an ISA is there is a tax-free investment. If you were trying to make people not use cash and use portfolio ones, investment ones instead, fair enough. But you didn't. You half had a good idea and you absolutely crapped it on the last bit, which is just classic, isn't it? Andy Burnham is being urged by one of his most senior economic advisors to abandon plans for wealth taxes because they can be easily gamed and do not raise a significant amount of money. Yeah. Do you think it's about raising the money? Do you not think it's about messaging? Who are we coming for? So that every time there's an argument about raising income tax, and the journalist will say, but you're doing this. This is impacting the middle classes. You're not even going after the millionaires and billionaires. And then Andy Burnham can say, no, hey, Matt. No, that's Manchester, isn't it? You can say that. He's Zig and Zag. Is that right? Is it? He does that one. Is he Manchester? Which one is he? He was the mayor of Manchester, but wasn't he born? Where was he born? Was he? Shall I Google this? Hang on, I was going to Google it. Recent search history. Oh. Where is Andy? Where was Andy born? Where was Andy born and burn? No. That feels like a Joodle special. Where was Andy Burnham born? I didn't need the road. Oh no, sorry, Roan. Aintree. Oh. Fair enough. You're up to date. Oh yeah, I'll do that Aintree accent. Oh, we'll move on. I'm getting bored of this one. We've covered that one. And finally, Labour to free waves of killers and rapists early. Probably won't do many jokes about that one. Prickly Heat. I think we've covered the Heat as well. Or is it about him? Let's find out, shall we? Front page of the Metro. Oh, Christ on a bike. That's hard enough to... Can you read that? Should we just try? That helps, doesn't it? London must become hot weather ready, like desert-locked US city Phoenix, Mayor Sadiq Khan said. Let us have air conditioning. You're up to date. Oh, I got 99p. Joodles. That was for not being able to put the sentence together where Andy Burnham was born? Is that what it is? Is it a charity donation for whatever fancy Latin word describes my inability to speak? Thanks for the spoonerism. There it is. Ed and David Miliband don't know about their long-lost brother, Steve Miliband. Beautiful work. Oasis. Avoid being associated with Burnham. Do you know what I mean? Jagger and the Stones crush them. All right. Ooh, Ems. Someone's feeling happy about the popsicles. Ooh, nice. Why, thank you. Do I have to take clothes off now? I'm new to the world of the internet like this. Do I have to take £3.99's worth of kit off? I mean, let's be honest, I already have. This camera angle is a bit of a risk. You can see I'm covering it with a tea towel. Not it, the leg. Steady on. Although if you do cover it with the tea towel, you can do that. You know that magic trick? You know that magic trick with the tea towel? You know the one... Oh, no, I need the camera. You know the one where they go like, look, it's a normal tea towel. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. Woo. That's what I can do down there. Without even using the pen. Put that back on. Proper Meme says, I've been to Phoenix and Phoenix has a dry heave. It's a dry heave. Oh, the cleaner's here. 33 minutes late. Joodle says, when we get to the last 16, listen, I'm not a BBC News reader or a Radio 1 presenter. It's not what I'm into. I enjoy everything else you're offering. That football strip seems fun. I don't know how it works, but I'm not into it. Oh, no. I wouldn't even fancy a 25 at the moment. This can be how we do the sweepstake. Because we know how much you love football. Oh, football! It will be a great way for you to do the sweepstake for the football. Do you know what? Thanks, Ems. You didn't talk about teenagers. No wonder I didn't read your one first. Oh, what's this? Hang on. Wait a minute. Please hold. They've just sent through a text about from Talk Radio. This is where I find out that they've cancelled me. Just read this one. What's this? Oh, on to hold an immediate. What are you watching? Hang on. Let's see what you're watching. I'm going to read you the stories they've just sent through for Talk. Hi. Is that the camera angle you wanted or deserved or whatever? There it is. Hold an immediate general election. I can talk about that. Starmer early release scheme clip. Don't know what that means. Labour's trusted news plans. Might have meant new plan. may lead left-wing, but no, they mean news, don't they? Benefit claimants use AI chatbots to cash in on welfare. Good, I'll read that one and do some of that later. King to quit Buckingham Palace. Yes, we're up to date. Only he's apologising for sending them late. Just stay there. Bear with. Brill, thanks for that. God, I'm good, aren't I? Right, let's crack on with this. Do you regret paying that £3 if that's now the content you're watching? Right, here we go. Steve, my late sister used to find you sexy in suit and tie. Better to conceal than reveal. Yeah, no, look, I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't find me sexy, sat in my pants with a tea towel on my lap. I feel that's no judgment on her taste, or even on me. And I'm sure many people could be sexy in this outfit. Badum Tish says, Steve's cleaner would win the sweepstakes. All right, stop messing around. It's time to do this.
Let's get inside the news.
36 minutes of nothing. Good. I don't believe it, Margaret. Yes, I would very much like a refund, says Ams. There probably is a button, but I don't know how to use it on YouTube. I was old school media. All right. Right. Here we go. Look at that camera. Because we might not have time to do that much by the way things are going. So let's do the important news first. Women instinctively say no to blokes, according to my research, but also this research. Refusing when fellas ask for time or attention is hardwired. What's that saying? Natural self-preservation, according to a very vindictive and angry study. The instinct is triggered when a woman is asked anything. Let's be honest. Is asked to share personal details, agree to a request, or place confidence in someone before his intention has become clear. The female brain is primed to give snap negative replies. I feel like I'm not going to be able to comment on this, but it's joyous, isn't it? A rapid safety check to test the motives and behaviours. Look, we all should. M says, no, we don't. Oh, that's good. That leads to time under tension. Well, yes. What? Yeah, it seems to make a lot of sense, doesn't it? Seems, because I'm no expert on being married. I've only done it twice. By the time I'm on that fourth one, then I'll be good. But a lot of it is managing. I will say that it's expectation management. It's, if you ask a certain thing, you will get a no. So you have to spend your time learning how to frame the argument in a way. Don't say argument. Look at that. Exactly. Look at that. Boom. Use the word argument. Oh, it's an argument, is it? No, I meant in the old Greek way. Next thing you know, you've lost it. You've got to very carefully pick your words to make sure you are getting the information across in a way that it will be received without any ability to do a side cul-de-sac argument. That's what I've learned. In therapy, we call them flares. The phrase that I came up with my therapist, talking about how if you're trying to get a point across, it takes so much mental effort to make sure your tone is okay, the speed with which you speak is okay, any of the individual words you use have to be okay. It's not just about the full sentence. Good God, no, what are you, a fool? You have to make sure that there's no individual where you can go, oh, so you think it's that. When you're watching that Kathy Newman, Jordan Peterson thing, where she was constantly trying to reframe what he said, so you're saying, and then throw it back. That, if you can get through an interview, if you can get through an aggressive interview with Kathy Newman, you'll enjoy being married. Good luck. But apparently that's not the thing I should have given as a best man speech. Yeah. Flares, says Ems, I prefer boot cut. I bet you do with your backside. Apple something jeans. Boots with a fur. That's not how they're called to go, is it? We've already covered that one. That's the palace. Ryanair scraps kid fees. Ryanair has agreed to stop charging families to sit with their children on flights after an investigation. I've not flown with the kids yet, but I'll tell you what, I think I'd pay extra to not sit near them. That seems like a thing, doesn't it? You're going on holiday. In general, I would pay extra to not sit with the people I'm flying with. Whom I'm flying. Whom with. Whom. Because it's like, if ever you're going into London, absolute nightmare at the best of times, but if someone's going in the same direction of you after like a gig, oh, where are you going to? Oh, I'm going to get the train from King's Cross. Oh, I'm going through King's Cross. Should we go on the tube together? Great, because then we can't hear each other and we have to kind of shout and have awkward things instead of just having peace in our life. No, let's do that. And that's the same on a plane. Do you want to sit next to each other and have an awkward conversation and someone wakes you up when you try and do that little bit of sleep you might get cramped into the crappy seat? Or would you rather just sit on your own, mind your own business, play with your phone for a bit and then land? Oh, the first one. Great. Earlier this month, Watchdog, the Competition and Markets Authority, said it was looking into whether Ryanair's policy was in line with consumer law. They've stopped it. Hang on, wait a minute. Hang on, there's pushback. I'm getting pushback. I'm getting Joodle's pushback. Steve seems to be forgetting we have a much more efficient and abundant pocket to keep stuff in than the chocolate one. I always forget about that one. I'm not sure what that means, but it felt like that meant something, didn't it? Alan, I know no check in the post, but let your wife know she's a lucky lady. But again, Alan, thank you for the sentiment, but I tell you what, if I mention that, I'm guaranteed vote loser. Do you know what I mean? Someone online says you should be lucky you're with me. Oh, there's a mood now, is it? Come on, have you not read the article? They are instinctively hardwired to presume to fear loss, to make sure they're up on the deal before they say yes to anything. Because that seems like a prelude to take more. Reframing it, you're lucky to be with me. Here's my question. No, she won't like that. Sorry, maybe I misunderstood your point, Joodles. Are you saying because of your front pocket, that's why you say no to stuff? It does not make sense. Yep, says Ems. That's why he didn't know how far the daughter could be from. I keep forgetting about that. Been a while. No, I think it's because I've not hung out with a lot of women who we outside. Is Ryan heir Prince Charles? Yep. Women keep the notes of what men did wrong 20 years ago in their front pockets. Oh, dear. Wasn't it a joke about back to the Billy Connolly colonies? Forget it. It's in the news. Oh, oh, there it is. Missed it by that much. A new hypersonic plane that can fly from London to Sydney. Sadly, I looked into it and it turns out it's not. Because that would have been worth it. 3 hours. Bish, bash, bosh. But no, it's the other one. Invictus is being developed by the European Space Agency, backed by the UK Space Agency. Could zoom there at more than 3,800 miles an hour by going to space. And it might land on Uranus. No, probably not. But I find this story depressing because it reminds me how we used to have Concorde. And now we don't. And we used to have a 70 mile an hour speed limit on the A1 Barnet bypass. And now it's a 50. Why is everything getting slower? London used to have like some 30 mile an hour things that you couldn't reach. And now it's got 20 mile an hour things that you can't reach. But still. I mean, well, Kermit could. He's doing 34.5. But why is that getting worse? Aren't we meant to be like the Jetsons lied to me? I was gaslit by the Jetsons. There you go. That's the title of my book. I definitely want my refund now. Thanks, Kerbs. I'll take that as a compliment. What happened? Who said what? It's lovely to hear how capacious your front pocket is, Juice. But some are... I'm not sure I could say that on the internet. Yep. I can't read... I'm trying to work out how to make that sound good. That proper meme says, that's why they are called relationship archaeologists. At least you get your phone nicked faster in London nowadays. Thank you. I was worried there for a minute that there was nothing that had improved in London. And there we go. When snooker, says Alan, and pool players have sex together. Well, let's read on. They hit different pockets. Barry Manilow reminds me of Concorde of the Plane. Oh, I do like a bit of Barry. Stay there. Stay there. We might have to get some chords up. What's a good Barry Manilow song? It's not a trick question. I'm Googling for Copacabana, but I don't want you to see how that I can't spell it. Hang on. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Right, let's see what we've got. It's going to be difficult, though. It's going to be minor sevens, isn't it? It's going to absolutely break my hand. Oh, F minor 7. Oh, minor 7, I can handle that, but let's just not play that. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. I think we've tried that before, haven't we? Hang on. Do it there. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl with yellow ribbons in her hair and a dress coat down to there. I'm going too slowly. They're saying E flat, but it's E, isn't it? Mandy, The Golden Girls Nearly Killed Me is the name of my book. Well, then why did you try and put that DVD box set up there, Ems? Alan, I want to do it with you. Let's hang on. Bass of Manilow songs. What? It's taking a turn. What? It'll take more than £3 to do it with me. What's the question? It's still too hot. You're right, says Martin. I'm definitely coming to the launch. Well, if you manage to get the DVDs up there, I don't think you want to try and launch them out. You'll absolutely ruin it. Wrecked. No, I'm enjoying it too much. It's always a worry. With these shows where I enjoy them. Hello. It's Greg. There's Greg there. Greg Wallace. Greg Wallace insists the new life forced upon... You cannot beat me, Darth. The new life forced upon him after his master chef axing is brilliant. The foodie... Yeah, he says he's focused on very healthy snacks these days. Look. He was all about sugary stuff, which is weird. What is that, a fish dish? What's he got going on there? Hard cheese. Is that cheese? It's interesting because the one thing he can't do is show you his coq au vin in a sock. That'd melt the internet, wouldn't it? Anyway, Greg Wallace did a thing. While we're doing entertainment news, Tess and Vern have had a quickie. Why not? It doesn't add one to your body count, does it? Why not? Just because you're getting divorced. You've all been through it. You've got to work out when to do the last one. You might as well enjoy one. No, I should read on. Bear with. Tess Daly, not anymore, and Vernon Kay are planning a quickie online divorce to keep fees down. Oh, they're only worth $6 million. Oh, no, that's fair enough, isn't it? Yeah, no, you wouldn't want to waste money if... The reason they're doing a quickie divorce is because they are not falling out because neither one of them wants to lose £3 million. They could split that right down the middle and have a lovely old time, but... what else? Oh, I did manage to find this in terms of coverage of football.
World Cup 2026. Soccer? I hardly knew her.
We've got this. There we go. Hello, can I take a picture of you? It's that. But the reason I included this one is, why did they make them get in the water? This feels like health and safety gone wrong. It's all very well being one of those people who goes around saying, like, oh, the camera's in the wrong place. Hello, can I take a picture of you for the Daily Star, please? And you'll get in enough trouble for that. But if what you end up doing is losing one of them because of, they were pulled under by a current, we all love that joke. No, this is a health thing. Why are they carrying masks as well? This is a health and safety nightmare. Don't you agree, Colin? Colin agrees. I've lost what we're doing. I don't even know which camera we're on anymore. Not for Vernon Martin. I need to go higher. That's good. That's good. Let's find out. It's definitely Peter Manlow, Copacabana. His name was Jeffrey. He tracked a showgirl. How is it? And then you want to go there? With a 7. Be my frunk, says Hi-Ho Kermit. I thought you were what 3 words? Alan says, in Ireland, does it add the flag for you? Or is that just, is that what you do? They did not do divorce. No one wants custody of the kids. You never know when Ems might need something. Be My Eye spin-off. Every day is a loose day. Now, come on. Steady on, old boy. Steady capaciousness we can deal with, but structural rigidity seems a little bit much for even this show. Meanwhile, let's see I need a button for this because I have to keep trying to use the mouse. Oh, the mouth. Does that help you read the comments? That's no wonder I can barely read it. That's what I have to try and look at. Look at that. Have we transitioned or morphed into one? I think we've done something. All right, how long have we got? Oh, crap. So less than 10. We'll pick one more story. This one. I've enjoyed today, which is probably a bad sign. A World Cup Willy warning. Millions of England fans who sup 4 pints or more during World Cup matches are unlikely to score, boffins say. Men's health experts have created the world's first XED performance index. Is that where you try and have sex with your ex? Vernon? The data-led tracker, I was trying to move that with a mouse. So it exists in the real world. I was trying to scroll that. Measures how England's World Cup run could affect bloke's sexual performance. That is worrying because, I love football and I do the sex. And I do sex like I do football. I only go down at the end of the season. That's not it, is it? I do sex like I do football. I change ends halfway through. I do sex like I join in. I do sex like I do football. I get 10 other men involved. I do sex like I do football. I've got some coming in. French football team, oui. What? I don't do oui involved. Hydration break every 20 minutes. Oh, God, that's, yes. Oh, there it is. I consider it a penalty if I have to use my hands. Hey, wait a minute. Even I didn't expect that one. Oh, Christ, we're running out of time. Proper Meme says, it'd seem that the English players had supped 4 or more pints before the last game. Jumpers for goalposts. I do sex like... I do sex like I do football, with one ball and an extra one ball. You suck an orange at half time. Well, listen, we better have a little list of what I'm up to. Not that you can make these gigs. There's only one gig, and you're not going to make it there, because I'm barely going to make it there today, as it turns out.
Here are the plugs where you can see Steve and Helen all this week.
Here it is. I'll tell you what. I'll put it under the other camera. No, that. Come here. That makes more sense. Bear with. Hi, I'm Stephen Allen, but plugs. So I do need to add, in 5 minutes I'll be on Talk TV. Only written that one on there. And then tonight, Ross on Why. And then I'm done because the missus is off to Poland for 4 or 5 days. It's just me and the kids. I will try and do Substacks. I picked up like 10 subscribers in the last 10 days. I don't know what's happened. Maybe I wrote something. Did I write? Oh, I pressed a button. Did I write something that was funny? That don't seem like me, does it? So if you know what's going on there, do get in touch. Meanwhile, we're pretty much done then. Let's say the goodbyes. I do sex like I do football with fouls and VAR. I have a man stood on the side to see if it actually goes in. What? I do sex like I do football with 60,000 people booing for my performance. This is what we should have done from the start. With a crowd chanting, well... miss you, Steve. Love to you, missus and the kids. Thank you very much. I'll try. As long as I don't have 4 pints. And yelling Keir Starmer. Of course. You got to do something to slow you down. I think we're done. Thank you very much for watching. I've very much enjoyed today's. Next week, I think we're back to normal. Tuesday, talking about the news. Thursday, talking about the news. Friday, whatever this is. Some of that, whatever's going on there. And, Ko-fi.com/Mr. Stephen Allen, because I've only got 1 gig this week. Although I do get some money on talk in about 4 minutes. That's nice. Substack.com/@Mr. Stephen Allen, I think will be my strongest thing. There will still be the audio-only podcast, but that's going to go through a rebrand and a thing. Things are looking good with that. So more on that story later. I mean, subscribe to it now. No harm, no foul. That's what she said during the sex we were talking about. Proper Memes has retracted his message, which I imagine, it must have said something. And, thank you, Judith. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Ko-fi.com/Mr. Stephen Allen. Subscribe, click, do a thing. And until next time. Oh, help Steve reach his ISA limit. Yes, please. And remember, that ISA limit is now only £12,000. So if you have a spare £12,000, Ko-fi.com/Mr. Stephen Allen. It's a good chatty chat show today. Well, thank you. And Proper Memes and finally says, I do sex like I do football, with the opposing team stopping me from scoring. And if that's the person you want to blame for your lack of action, fair enough. I've enjoyed it too. Till next time, bye.
Here comes the news with a twist and a grin. Stephen Allen diving in again.
Britain is in the grip of a promising epidemic caused by nauseating TV adverts.
He'll hit your brain like a lightning spark. Stephen Allen,
on slavery.
almost daily.
Investigating
Laughs and facts served up plainly. Your dose of wit is never shady. Stephen Allen, almost daily.
It's just a fact. You're gonna get sacked. You're Rachel Reeves.